Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afqer, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of Your Divine Uniqueness. Happy to have you with us today. So thank you for your presence and sharing with us this time and space. And yeah, also happy that Amy and Amy Flynn and the collective are back. I think it's been a couple of months. That's the last time they joined us, and I think most of you already they know them, and the energy that they bring, they embody, and also how we feel, the experience that we can have through their like their live calls or working with them. And what I love is really how the collective and Amy are able to maybe explain the esoteric in through examples and in a way that can be understood more easily and assimilated. And for those of you who are new to them, so Amy is the channeler of the collective, facilitator of divine connection and transformation, multidimensional energy healer, and multisensory intuitive. And and today they will be talking um, about the new year 2024 and how we can get everything we want, how they see the creative process or maybe the manifesting works here on earth. So they will be talking about that, explaining that and much more. So stay tuned for that. And later we'll have also a Q&A where you can ask your questions. For that you can, I think that will be in the second hour of the call, the second part. So you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand on your on Zoom. If you are on the phone, you can click on *9 to raise your hand. And also you can type your questions on Zoom and YouTube on the chat boxes. And after that, they will guide us on multidimensional guided journey. So yeah, every time it's a profound journey. So I recommend to experience that as well. And yeah, so with that, Amy, welcome back to the show. Happy to have you with us today.
Thank you, Monsef. It's great to be here. Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me okay. The collective have a lot of good stuff to share. I'm not sure of all of the details. I know the topic. So we'll find out what they're going to share and how they're going to empower you to have an amazing 2024, getting everything that you want. I want to let you know that during this entire call, you are going to be immersed in the beautiful, crystalline, rainbow starlight frequencies. These are very, very high vibration frequencies that uplift you, soothe you, bring you joy, and they are just going to be flowing in the background. You're not necessarily going to feel like you're receiving energy, but what you will notice is that you feel lighter, you feel brighter, you feel happier as the call goes on. So enjoy those. And without too much further ado, I'm going to bring in the collective. Hang on. Hello, everybody. We are here. We always have so much fun trying to squeeze into this little body when we're so used to being everywhere. So we are almost all the way here. Let us wiggle a little bit more. If we wiggle, that sounds good because we know you guys wiggle. Okay, we are here. We are really excited to be here with you today, and we are going to share some wonderful things about how things work around here and how you can make sure that you get whatever you want in this year 2024. First, we want to let you know that 2024, this is something that we don't do. We don't have years. We don't have time accounting. We don't have all this stuff. This is something that you do. So during this year that you have there, the energy of this year is a very special energy. The energy is an 8 energy. 8 is the number that you always look at and consider the number of wealth, the number of leadership, the number of power. And so that's a really good energy to have around the year. But more than that, 8 is the number that if you look at how that 8 is formed, it's really an infinity sign standing upright. And it is representative of how the energy flows to and from your realm. So if you look at the top of the 8 as up where we are in source, in pure energy, in non-physical, that energy flows down around that upper loop into the bottom loop of the 8. And then it transits around the bottom loop, and then it crosses back over and flows back up into the upper non-physical consciousness loop. Now, what's interesting about that is also how your life flows. So everything that you experience in your realm is impermanent. It flows through this same energy loop. So keep that in mind, and that will be something that also empowers you. Because what you're looking to do, from what we can tell, that most of you desire to do, you're looking to make things manifest, experienceable, if that's a word, experienceable, experienced within your so-called physical realm. And you want to, that's how you know that you have created something. You might understand that things are created in energy, but it's not until you actually can physically be with something and experience it with your 5 senses that you feel satisfied that you have major creation. So we want to encourage you to open up that concept a little bit more and begin to accept that things are created long before you can experience them with your physical senses. And just because you can't physically experience something yet does not mean that it does not exist or is not created. Now, as we have explained in prior calls and prior talks, your world that you live in is simulated. It is unreal. And when we say it's not real, we mean as far as what is actually real and what is not real. We would call it, what you refer to as the physical world, is not a real world. It is a created world, and that's why it has a lifespan, why everything there that exists is created, and from the moment that it shows up or you experience it in the physical, it is already on its way to dissolving. This is because it is not real. Reality is the created is temporary. And the created is we're trying to look for another word besides simulation, manufactured would be a good one. And also, as you might know, the realm, the world that you live in, that you experience, is governed by a whole set of rules. And these rules are very precise and mathematical. That's because it's created, very much like a computer is created, like software is created. It's got certain rules that you can count on, and you can use these rules to program and create something new. So this is what you essentially do when you are creating in your physical realm, your, quote, simulated, manufactured, created realm. So we just want you to accept this for now. Oh, we did ask Amy to tell you, and we know that she did, so we hope that you remember this. We did specify, don't bring your mind to this call. No minds allowed. The reason why we said that is because a lot of what we are going to tell you, and we are telling you, your mind is going to revolt against. Your mind believes and thinks and likes to think that it exists. And it likes to think that what it perceives, the input that it's getting in from the physical world is real and permanent. So it's going to conflict with, if you allow it to hang out, it's going to conflict with things that we say, and it's going to tell you, that can't be. No. Oh, that makes sense. It's going to give you a running commentary. We don't want you to be distracted by this running commentary. What we want you to do is we want you to be with, to just receive what we are telling you, what we are giving you, as if we are giving you a present. We are giving you something. We want you to receive it. We don't want you to try to figure it out with your mind. We don't want you to analyze it. We don't want you to understand it, because understanding is the realm of the mind. And the mind can't understand this. It can't. You might be able to understand parts of it with the mind, but overall, the mind is not designed to understand these type of concepts. That's not its function. So put the mind to the side, relax, and just enjoy receiving what we are giving you in this session. Okay, so now we have this new year that you are beginning very shortly called 2024 with that 8 vibration. So that's a very wonderful vibration because, as we described, it not only means all these good things or the good energies of health, wealth, leadership, and all that are all around you. It also means that you have the opportunity to stand very much in the actual energy flow between the physical and the non-physical. And that is a source of power for you who realize that. Most people will never realize that, or they don't realize that. So that already gives you a leg up over someone that doesn't realize that. So be thankful that you do. Now, in our prior talks, we have explained that this physical world, this created world or simulated world, is held together by something called agreements. It is created by things called beliefs and held together by agreements. So if beliefs are the bricks that build your reality, and we're not just talking about your personal reality, we're talking about the whole reality that you are experiencing. So if beliefs are the bricks, then agreements are the mortar or the cement or the glue that holds them in place and makes them stronger. So when you want to create something, you want to create an experience, and you want something to be within your physical realm, you create it with beliefs and then your agreement to those beliefs. And you bring in the beliefs, or excuse, that's not what we meant. We really bring in the agreements of other people to make it strong, to firm it up. So let's say you want to create a house. You want a new house, a new beautiful home and living situation, and you know exactly how you want it to look. And you have certain beliefs about your ability to create this house. Your beliefs are going to guide you to do particular things, to act a particular way in order to establish this house's, quote, existence within this physical realm. So, and everybody's are slightly different. So you will do that. That's what your beliefs will do. Now, hopefully you don't have a lot of beliefs that say you can't just create a house. That's impossible because you can create a house. There's a wonderful example of that in your culture that comes out about this time of year. And we love this because it's very accurate. It's called, it's a TV movie, and it is called, maybe it was a not TV movie when it started, but now it is a TV movie, and it is called Miracle on 34th Street. And it is about a little girl and the power of her belief. And the power of her belief leads her to create the ideal house that she wants. She has always envisioned this house. She's always wanted this house. She's held it in her mind perfectly, exactly what she wants. Though the beliefs that she has leads her to have to use an intermediary called Santa Claus to manifest this house. In truth, she didn't need to use this Santa Claus, but she believes, with her set of beliefs, that she needs to use the Santa Claus. That's an example of how beliefs have rule what you are able to manifest and the path that you take to do so. So she had to take a path that proved the existence of this Santa Claus, and then she could have this magical Santa Claus create her exact house. So she never really connected that she created the house, but she did. And as someone with the knowledge that you have, watching this, you can see very much how she created that house and then how she got agreement for that house's existence from others. And the more people that she had agreed, the more beings that she had agreed that that house existed, that Santa Claus was a magical being, and that that house existed, that house showed up in the physical. And she was able to experience it. Others were able to experience it and see, feel, and touch it. That is very much how your manifestation, your creation works. So when you create, you do the same thing. You just are not necessarily paying attention to everything that you do. Now, we're going to take a step backward here because we want you to understand something. We've talked about the non-physical and the physical. And we mentioned that the physical is assimilated or created or, quote, manufactured, though we think that's not a good word because that conjures up a process, a mechanical process in your mind. So we'll leave that word manufactured out. We'll use created, we'll use simulated, we'll use relative, and it's created out of these beliefs and then glued together with these agreements. Okay, so you live in this realm. And we want to let you know, and this is where the mind should be to the side, so the mind does not think about this and try to understand it. There is no physical realm. There isn't. There is only the non-physical. The physical realm is an illusion. It is a projection of the non-physical realm. So you, all of you out there that are hearing this, and all of the others that are not hearing this, are non-physical energy. You have projected yourself into this experience of physicality. And experience can feel real, but it's not real. As compared to non-physical consciousness, it's not real. Now, what is real is non-physical consciousness. And this non-physical consciousness is everything. It is all that is. So there's nothing else that exists besides this non-physical consciousness, which is everything. And that is what you are. You are this non-physical consciousness. And so is everyone that you look at and experience as a being, whether it be an animal being, a plant being, A human being, a fish being, a water being, an air being, a grass being, a flower being. Everything is this consciousness. Now, there's only one consciousness. There's not many consciousness, there's one. So that means that you are that one consciousness, and so is everything else around you, and everyone else. There's not multiple consciousnesses. This one consciousness that you are has chosen to project or extend, we prefer the word extend, itself into many aspects of itself. So you are not an individual consciousness. What you are is an individuated aspect of the one consciousness. We just want you to get that. And again, that wasn't even accurate. You are experiencing yourself right now as an individuated aspect of this one consciousness. But there is just the one consciousness. So if you close your eyes for a moment and you imagine or perceive, we're going to let you use your imagination because you're so indoctrinated with the beliefs of your world and your realm. So we want you to just use your imagination and imagine that nothing that you perceive is really here. It's just a magnificent field of energy and light, and it's a conscious, brilliant field of energy and light. It is all powerful, and it can be and do anything. It's choosing, an aspect of it is choosing at this moment to be you. Another aspect is choosing at this moment to be the space and the domicile that you are in. Another aspect is choosing to be the world around you. So it's all the one, and you are the one. We want you to get that. There is no separation between you and the one consciousness. There is no separation between what you perceive as others and other things and the one consciousness. So yes, this means that your house is conscious. It means that your car is conscious. It means that the walls and the door is conscious. They're all consciousness. Do they think? Not the way that you think? No. They are consciousness. They have chosen, these expressions of consciousness have chosen to experience themselves as walls, doors, floors, ceilings, all of that. And you, your aspect of consciousness, has chosen to experience yourself as a human being, what you call a human being at this time. So putting all that together, we have a tapestry. And this tapestry is woven by consciousness. And each thread within that tapestry represents an aspect of consciousness being expressed. And then when you create something through your focused desire and your attention and your beliefs about it, and then getting agreement for it, that becomes another weaving within this tapestry. Now, we know that Amy mentioned that we are going to show you how to unmake and then remake reality. When you unmake reality, you unweave aspects of the tapestry. So what you're doing is you are being very aware that these things exist as they do, woven in this tapestry of beliefs held together by agreements. Those beliefs and agreements are malleable. They can be changed. That means the tapestry's weaving can be changed. It's not a fixed or permanent thing. It's changeable. And that is a wonderful thing when you want to create things, because you may already want to stand on the we were going to say the word shoulders, but that is not accurate because we're talking about things that have no shoulders. So we will say stand on the already existing weavings or threads and weave them a little differently to have what you prefer, what you want. So we just want you to hold within yourself this concept that what you experience as reality is no more than this woven tapestry of beliefs that are held together by agreements. So that right there tells you that it's not fixed, it's not permanent, and it's changeable, and you can change it. When you create, you become a weaver. You become a weaver of tapestry. If you are not unweaving something and reweaving those components, you are creating new threads to weave and add to the existing tapestry. And this tapestry is everything within your realm. Everything. Everything that you can experience, everything that you think others, what you call others, are experiencing, all that is this tapestry. So we want you to just hold that, and we want you to accept that and remember that. Now, we mentioned agreements and beliefs. If the threads of the tapestry are beliefs and they're held together by agreements, then that means each individuated aspect of the non-physical source consciousness has a slightly different experience of this so-called reality. And that's true. We are source, you are consciousness. No different than us. You just are experiencing yourself right now as having a physical realm and a physical vehicle in which to experience that realm. None of which you really have, but you have agreed to experience this. And we also want to mention that part of the experiencing of this, and to make it a real valid experience for you, you have to forget that it is an experience and that it is not real. So you have to perceive and feel it is very real. You have to perceive the ground is solid. You have to perceive your body is solid, and that all these things around you are as they are. We would invite you, we're just going to throw this in as an aside, to not focus your attention on things that others are throwing in your direction. So that would mean do not focus your attention on things like the news, on what you're being told is happening in other people's or beings' or lives. Just focus on you and your experiences and your creation. That's why you're here. You did not come here to focus on other beings' lives. You came here to focus on you. And the truth is, because everyone is an individuated aspect of source consciousness, of the one consciousness, you never really know what their experience is anyway. So you're just getting it third hand through someone telling you what someone else's experience is. Even another being telling you what their experience is, you still can't know exactly what their experience is because you are not them experiencing it. So we just want you to hold that also. We're giving you a whole basket of things that we want you to hold. We don't want you to analyze them with the mind, because if you do, as we pointed out before, you're going to find your mind going and like going at 1,000,000 bits per milliseconds trying to analyze, figure out, and understand what we're saying. And this is not something that is within the mind's domain. The mind is not the creator here. You are the creator. You are source consciousness. You are the non-physical one consciousness. And you have, in order to be able to perceive and live within the physical realm that you have created, you have a mind that allows you to do that. Your mind is like the governor, not like a governor politically, but the governor of like a governor in like a program or a mechanical thing. Your mind is the governor of your experience. It allows your experience to come together and stay together in a way that you can perceive it as what you call real. We put little quotation marks around that word real. And we do want you to make the distinction between real and not real, or real and simulated. Anything simulated is not permanent. It is transitory. Anything real is forever. It is all that is forever. It doesn't have a beginning. It does not have an ending. It is infinite. And the other thing that the real is all powerful. So if you are the real, if you are, that's your true self, the real, and the consciousness, and the one, and the energy, that is you. That is everything. Actually gives you infinite power. If you look at that, you will see that you have infinite power. And you will see that you, as the one consciousness, created this realm. You created the simulated realm. So if we had said there's a simulated realm and you accepted that, your mind would have guided you just to assume that something else created this simulated realm. We're telling you now, nothing else created this simulated realm. You did. There is nothing but you. And the next time you look at what you perceive it of as something or someone separate than you, we want you to know, we want you to feel in every single cell of your being, with every fiber, every vibration, that that other that you're looking at is not an other. It is you. It is merely a different, unique extension of you. And this will allow you to interact with these other aspects of yourself in a more powerful and empowered way. It doesn't mean that you can go around controlling others' experiences. That's not the purpose of your sojourn here. You are here to experience the experiences of you, of your individuated aspect of consciousness. And what you perceive of as something other than you is here to experience their individuated aspect of consciousness. So there are going to be slight variations in this. There is no one, no thing that exists within your simulated and created realm that experiences everything or anything exactly as you do. So we want you to accept that. So all of this energy that you spend, because we watch you, you are very, very funny. You do spend a lot of energy seeking to get others to see things your way. And we want to say that you might get some shifting, but you can't get another to see or experience something your way because they are an individuated aspect of consciousness, and source consciousness is not redundant. There's no benefit to redundancy. What there's benefit to is unique aspects and unique experiences. And source, what we all are, this consciousness that we all are, wants to experience as much as possible. So as an aside, we will just throw in there that this means that this consciousness that you are, the one that you are, is also experiencing itself in many, many other created realms, what you call worlds, and at the same time. You might also call them dimensions. These are just names to distinguish one thing from another. But we want you to get back and return to that there is just one consciousness. All right. So by knowing that and accepting that, that gives you infinite power within your experience to create your experience. So knowing what you know about how things are created here with beliefs, we will take you back briefly to the moment that you showed up in this physical form, or thought you showed up in this physical form, and that's when you were, quote, born. And some people say it's when you are conceived and all that. And it's no matter. It's all like the same thing. You have this physical expression that you are now flowing your energy, your consciousness into. From that moment, you are being given, you are being taught, but really handed a set of beliefs that structure this realm. And being new, you accept them without question. And it also appears that these beliefs that you're being given are coming from bigger and wiser and more experienced beings than you. So that makes you accept them even more. You don't question them, you just accept them. And so what happens is, very quickly, in the start of your time here, you begin to have and accumulate the things, the tools, the substance that this world is made up of for you. Now, every aspect of consciousness, we will use the word other because that's just how you understand it, every other created being's experience and their beliefs are slightly different. Again, it has to be because Source does not do redundancy. Again, we want you to really get this because we don't want you to exhaust yourself, your energy, and your resources trying to convince others that things are as you believe they are. Let them be. That's their experience. Let them be. Enjoy your experience interacting with their experience and know that they are slightly different. Even if you both perceive the same thing and say, oh, that is a tree. That tree looks like this. In actuality, each one of you will be perceiving that tree slightly different, but you may not be speaking about those differences. You may be speaking more about the similarities. And that is what happens in your world for the most part. So that's fine. That's good. So all we're saying here is don't worry about others. Focus on yourself, your experience, and your creating. So here you are, all ready to embark in what you call a new year. We think it's so funny because whenever you have this new year, you feel all fresh and new. We think it's so amusing because you're fresh and new in every moment. You are recreating yourself and your experience new in every single moment through the agreements that you have, that you've formed. So we want you to know that we appreciate that you empower this concept of a year and this concept of a calendar so much that it gives you a new, quote, lease on life and lease on energy to be the step out as this powerful being. Unfortunately, what happens with so many is they're all excited about this new energy, this new opportunity, but that fizzles out because they don't know how to create. It has nothing to do with this new year. There's nothing that has just all of a sudden appeared within what you call a new year, because that is not a real thing. It's a concept. So the power that you have comes from you as source, you as all that is. You might not know yourself as that. You might not feel yourself as that, though we would encourage you to do so. In every moment that you have, we would encourage you to remind yourself that you are all that is. You are source. And your experience is what you have chosen to individuate yourself as and then experience. So we want you to remind yourself of that. And as you are reminded of that, you also know that you can create whatever you desire. Now, you need to create within the so-called rules, which equals beliefs, of your created realm. So you can't just decide that you're going to dissolve a road and trees and put something completely different there, or that the ground, the earth, is not going to be containing dirt. You can't. There's certain fundamental things that you just believe and accept and all agree to. So they are going to stay. The agreement for those things is too strong. So let's say you want to create something new. You need, one, to believe that you can. Because beliefs are the things that everything is made up of. If you don't believe that you can, if you don't believe that you have the substance within you, within your abilities to create new threads of the tapestry, you can't create what you want. We are telling you that you do have that. You can create a new thread of the tapestry, that tapestry that is the whole realm, by believing that you can. So we suggest that you take an inventory of your beliefs, because you may find that in your set of beliefs that you have taken on since you arrived, you have some beliefs that are counter to that say, oh no, you can't add to what is here. You have to shift and move around what is here. And you need to become aware of these beliefs that you have. Once you are, you can pick and choose which beliefs you want to empower and which beliefs you want to disempower. That just means which beliefs you want to feed more energy into and which beliefs you want to feed less energy into. Like anything, the things you feed more energy and attention as a conscious being, an aspect of consciousness, you feed energy into, quote, things, concepts, created things with attention to them. So look at what you are giving attention to. You will notice that what you give your attention to becomes more solidified, more real. And things that you don't give your attention to tend to get faded into the background, and you become less aware of them. So we want you to do that with your beliefs, because your beliefs are the bricks, the threads of the tapestry that you have to work with. Now, you want to create a new house. So after going through your beliefs, you realize that there are certain beliefs that you have that in order to do that, you have to take certain steps. That's fine. You have the knowledge. You can now take the steps. That means you are accumulating your bricks, your threads, whatever you want to call them, and you are assembling them. energetically. Now comes the agreement, because nothing stays in any expression without the agreement that it is. So you have to be the first one to agree. So you have to feel, we mean feel vibrationally, not think, but feel vibrationally, which can feel in your body like emotional energy, that this house is. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to feel it. You have to be able to smell it. You have to be able to, in your imagination, touch it, walk around with it. See, your imagination is no different than reality, what you call reality. If this reality is simulated and not real, it's the same as your imagination. I just want you to get that. The only reason why things seem real in this reality is because they are backed up and held in place by a lot of agreement. That's the only difference. So, use your creative imagination. And we do not want you to go around and say, oh, I have no imagination. I can't imagine things. We hear you. It's not true. That is a belief. You are consciousness. You are source. You are the one. You are all that is. Everything that you have ever done and will ever do is imagine things into what you call existence. That's it. That's what an extension of consciousness is. It's an imagining, you want to put that in quotation marks, of an potential expression, which then gets agreement, gets belief in it, and then agreement that it exists. So you, as source consciousness, created everything that you're experiencing, including you, in the same way that we're telling you that you can create this house now. It's all the same process. It's not different. If you were to all of a sudden be able to get a peek at what's real, like if we were to say, okay, we're going to dissolve everything that is not real, everything that is simulated or / created right now for a moment, you would see that everything would go away and that all you were left with was pure light energy, conscious, brilliant energy. That's what's real. So everything else you can be assured of is created. And that means you can create within that created. You created it. So you can create more. You can alter and shift things around in the created. You have this power. You just must believe that you do. And this is another place where beliefs come in. You must believe that you are able to do this. And if you believe it, you can do it. So we encourage you to practice so that you get to see that you can do this. Do it with things that you perceive of as small and simple. And just practice. Practice bringing something into existence that wasn't there before, or bringing something into your experience, which is the same thing as into existence, that wasn't there before. So practice with little things. Practice with finding a particular flower somewhere, or a penny, or something small that's not going to overwhelm you. We don't recommend that you start with a huge thing, because if you have a set of beliefs that say that something other than you, something outside of you, needs to create for you, and you have not experienced your creative ability to its fullest, you need to allow yourself to build up a belief in that creative power. And so this will allow you to do it. So, back to this house. You envision it, you feel it, you smell it, you taste it, and you agree with every fiber of your being that this house is. You see it like so clearly, and you can actually feel yourself in it. Just close your eyes and you are in it, and it's all around you, and you can enjoy it. Now, you need to get agreement for that house. But first of all, you need to agree that it is. If you don't agree that what you are creating is, it cannot be. Not in this realm. Like we said, this realm is made up of agreements and held together by agreements. So you primarily must agree that what you are creating, what you have created, because really as soon as you focus on it, it's created. Then you need to experience it. And the experiencing of it, like we said, with feeling it real, is to convince you to agree to its existence. It doesn't need you to agree. You need to agree. Once you agree it's so, and you know that this house is, and you know it's out there, then you can get the agreement of others to back you up. And what that might look like is you might talk about this creation, and in an excited way, that it let others experience your experience of it so that they experience it real also, and allow them to enjoy it also, and allow them to feel its, quote, reality also. The more that you can do this, we also like to refer to it as buy-in. The more buy-in you can get, the more solidified and cemented your creation becomes. And we just want to stop here because we want to emphasize that this is exactly how everything that you experience has come to be. And if you look honestly at everything you have experienced ever, from the moment that you arrived in this physical realm, or to say it more accurately, extended and expressed yourself into the individuated aspect of you that you perceive of as physical within this created, extended into extended into so-called physical world, you will notice that everything is made up of these agreements. And you can see how, as these agreements came together and became more solidified, that experience became more solidified for you. This is how you create everything. It's also how you uncreate everything. So if you have a mental belief, if you have an emotional belief, an emotional or mental painful belief and experience, you can uncreate this by undoing the agreement and agreements that are creating and holding it into place. Remember, you are consciousness. You are a non-physical energy that is everything, a brilliant, creative force. Nothing that you are experiencing now is real. In the sense of real, it is created. And you have created it. So we want you to hold that first and foremost, because that connects you with the magnitude of your power. And then you can use that power to add to or even subtract from your creation. We want to emphasize you can only do this for your individuated aspect. You cannot do it for others. Each, quote, other that you experience is here for their own individuated experience, and they have chosen their own experience. They have chosen their own beliefs. They have chosen their own agreements to hold their beliefs in place. And that is what their purpose is. As your purpose is to experience you and your creations, theirs is to experience theirs. So don't worry about creating for others. That is not your job. Create for yourself and enjoy your creations. All of them. Even the ones that you perceive of as goofs. Enjoy them all because they are all demonstrations of your creative power and ability. So with that, we want to wrap up our talking part, and we wanted to answer some questions for you and see what you want to know about this process. And you might have questions about you and your expression and how you perceive it. And you may also have questions about reality and non-reality and about this overarching one consciousness, which you are. So we will let Monsef take some questions. And we will do our best to answer these questions for you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, the collective, for everything you shared. And yeah, for reminding us of that we are part of source energy and how the agreements and beliefs works here on Earth, and also the power of the energetic part of this process. So thank you for that. And so let's take questions. We have Joshua. Can you unmute yourself?
What is the name?
Joshua.
And Jeshua?
Yes,
Joshua.
Joshua. Yeah.
Joshua.
Aloha.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We can hear
My
you.
question. Hi. Beautiful. My question is around, I'm about to move and take a pretty big leap of faith. And I'm curious around prosperity and money, what beliefs or agreements I'm being guided to create new with, or I'm ready to shift and change.
Okay, that is an interesting question. Okay, we will. So you're saying that it's interesting you called it a leap of faith, because only a mind would think like that. Because you, as consciousness, know there is no leap of faith. You know that you will be okay. You know that you are the creator. But it's only the mind that is being guided and controlled by the beliefs that it has adopted that would think that it needs a leap of faith. So as far as what beliefs you are holding that are guiding this process, we can't tell you that. Only you can know that. You are an individuated aspect of consciousness. That means your experience is uniquely your experience. We are not you. We are all the one consciousness, yes, but we are having a non-physical experience, and that is our experience, whereas you are having this, what you are perceiving of as a physical experience. And your physical experience is formed by the beliefs you hold. If you were to examine your, quote, experience, your life, your history, we hate that word because it's a stupid word that doesn't really describe anything accurately. But if you were to just examine your experiences from the time you got here in this physical expression, you would be able to see that there's certain beliefs that you accepted and took on and then gave power, which is agreement to, throughout your existence. These are the beliefs that you hold. Now, some of those beliefs are not necessarily going to be affecting this decision, this creating in your life at this time. But some very definitely will. Only you can see that. You can't ask us, you can't ask another. This is your insight, your power to see. And then it is also your power to decide, do I want to add more power to these beliefs? Are they supporting me in the direction I want to go in? Or do I want to take away power from these beliefs and empower something else? So another way of saying that is, do I want to add more power to the threads of the tapestry, or do I want to unravel things and reweave some things? So only you can answer this for you. So we would encourage you to start looking. And we would encourage you to do this in the most open state that you can. And by that we mean not to look with an analytical mind, trying to analyze things, but to look with an experiential sense of things. You've experienced things from the time that you were created here, and that experience is a demonstration of beliefs that have contributed to those experiences. So we would encourage you to start looking at that right away. And if it's helpful to you to write things down as you observe them, or you observe certain beliefs that you hold or have held, do so. You know, whatever's going to support you. There's no right or wrong way of doing this, but we do want to emphasize that only you can, quote, take the inventory of the beliefs and see how they're working either in favor of what you're doing and trying to create, or we would get rid of the creating, or against what you're creating. This created realm is one of duality. And we also want to emphasize it is one of duality because it is that duality that allows it to exist and be experienced by you. Pure energy, pure consciousness has no duality, and it cannot be experienced as form unless there is contrast, back and forth, black and white, up and down. That allows you to experience. So, within all these beliefs that you have, there are always two sides. So we encourage you to look also for those two sides. There may be one side of the coin / belief that is empowering for what you're looking to create, and the other side is not empowering. So what you're going to do then is flip that coin, and you do so with your imagination. You just imagine yourself flipping the coin so that the supportive side is up. And that's the energy that you're working with. So it's a little bit of a game, and it is fun. And if you look at it that way, you will play the game well. If you allow yourself to be overwhelmed in the moment, I say, oh, it's so big. Oh, whatever. Oh, it's like all this. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Then you're not going to play the game well. You're here to play the game. You're not here for any other reason but to experience and play the game and enjoy the game. So do that. We hope that is helpful, and we hope that you will take what we said to heart and do it. We are complete.
Thank you. That was helpful. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Mansa.
Thank you, Joshua. Blessings. Beautiful.
What's that?
Sorry, I was on mute. I was talking aloud. So thank you, Joshua, and thank you, the collective. And Tanya, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes.
Oh, you're here.
Hello, hello, Matsef. My question is such as
This is Danielle.
Tanya, Tatiana,
Tanya.
Tanya. Yes.
Tanya. Okay.
So, if I am a starseed, like I was told, why did I let people to condition me in such a way that I forgot my power, I forgot who I was, and only at the age of 50 and a little bit, I start kind of recognizing that I'm divine consciousness and that I have power and that I can connect to the guides and the God, source, universe. Why do we forget who we are and why we came here and how I can connect better? And is there any blockage that still holds me to any other lives or something
No.
like?
Okay. We understand your question.
Thank
We
you.
understand what you are looking to understand. All right. First, we want to say that you are the gods. You are the guides. You are the power. You are all that is. If you are all that is, all that ever has been, and all that ever will be, there is nothing else that exists besides you. So all these things that you are looking at are aspects of you. They're aspects of you. We want you to realize that. Not understand it, realize. Realizing is a feeling within your body, a knowing, a realization. When you realize something, it becomes real for you. So all these things that you need or you are thinking are outside of yourself and beyond you are not. They are you. You are a multifaceted, all-encompassing consciousness that has expressed into an individuated experience that you know of as you. I want you just to accept that. Now, why do you forget? Well, we have said throughout our talk that you have expressed yourself into this individuated aspect of you, and every other individuated aspect that is coexisting with you because you want to experience. You want to experience things other than being a one consciousness, all-knowing, all that is. That gets very boring. It really does. If you are the only consciousness and you're all-knowing and you're brilliant, how long can you sit around being that without getting bored? You have nothing to interact with. You have nothing to play off with. And you have nothing to experience and enjoy that's different and new. You are it. So you already know that experience. So you have created this experience. You have created this whole realm, and you have created the individuated aspects of you, of consciousness that you know of as you and every other being here. So why forget? If you remembered, could you really experience the individuated you? Of course not. You would know that you are everything. You would know you are all-powerful. And any time you would experience something, oh, I created that. Oh, I can change that. Oh, no, why? That doesn't really exist. So in order to experience this realm and your experience of it to the fullest, you need to forget who and what you are. It doesn't mean you stop being who and what you are. It means you have temporarily forgotten it so that you can enjoy your creation and you can enjoy the creation of you. And you can enjoy, quote, creating on a much smaller scale within this created realm. It's all for experience. It's all for enjoyment. There's no heavy purpose or whatever for it. It is Because it's the alternative to sitting around, being everything, knowing you're everything, and being bored. It is the experience that you experience as an individuated aspect of Source, the new experiences, the new energies, the new feelings that you and every other individuated aspect of Source within your realm and within every other created, simulated realm around that you call other worlds. It is all for the experience, and it is these new experiences that allow us, Source, the consciousness that we all are, to grow and expand. It is what you can refer to as the energy cycle. And that's why you must forget. You can experience, and you can experience it as real.
I
Does that
understand.
make sense?
Yeah, I understand everything with my mind. You're right. With my mind, I understand all of
No.
it.
Mind,
But
no mind.
realizing it takes a little bit more to believe and to feel it.
Realizing, first for something like this, you need to just accept it as so. And then realizing will be as you see evidence of it being so. And the evidence that you will see is your life, your experience. That is evidence. We don't want you to accept it with your mind, because your mind will sabotage you. It will accept something one moment and then flip it around and sabotage you and say, that's not true. That's not so. That can't be. Look at all the proofs that we have that it's not so. So who's in charge? You, consciousness, or your mind? Your mind is a tool that you have. Allow it to remain a tool, and you seek the evidence and the agreement for what you are looking to experience and realize. Don't rely on the mind.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to make that real clear. The mind is fickle. Don't rely on the mind.
I understand. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. I got it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Mansef. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. And thank you, the collective. Let's take one more question, and then we move to the meditative guided meditative journey. So let me mute Tanya first, and Shaku, can you please? You are already unmuted.
Okay,
Hello?
thank you, Mansef. Thank you.
Who is this?
This is Shaku. And
Abdushaku?
Shaku. Yes.
Shaku.
Shaku. S-H.
Shaku.
Yeah.
S-H. Shaku.
Shaku. That's right. It means grateful.
Oh, how wonderful. What a wonderful name.
Thank you so much. I think so too. I wanted to just ask any reflections the collective has to offer about the word compassion.
Passion. That is an interesting question. Okay. We like the word compassion. It represents an energy that is a real energy, an energy that exists beyond your realm. And it is a very beautiful energy. When we think the word compassion, when we feel the word compassion, we feel expansion. And we hope that you do too. We feel an expanded energy. It's like as if that energy is reaching around, encompassing everything with a big hug and enveloping everything. Compassion is a very broad and big and sweet energy. Now, you wanted to understand why there is compassion. We're not sure what you wanted to know about this compassion.
Well, I guess I'm reflecting a little bit on the nature of the painful aspects of this simulation and seeing other creatures in pain, human and non-human. And it seems to me, I mean, this is just me, but there's a very high value I put on compassion.
Okay, what
And
is
really,
compassion to you?
I'm kind of borrowing this from people who talk about self-compassion. I read a book recently, but something about being with someone who's in pain, going through with them, holding them while they're in pain.
Okay, okay. So that is, okay, you want to call that compassion. That is one aspect of compassion, but that is not compassion. So it's one expression, we would say, of compassion. Compassion is a very large, encompassing energy. And that is a very wonderful thing to do, to be able to allow someone their experience and to be there with them compassionately. It is compassion that allows someone to have their experience that you perceive of as painful without you trying to interfere and stop them from having that experience. Remember, they're choosing that experience, whether it looks painful or not. The aspect of consciousness that they are is choosing to have that experience in that moment. So to be able to be there with someone and witness their experience and allow them to have it without you trying to override it in any way, that is compassion. That is beautiful. And that is creating this encompassing space for someone to have that experience in. It's like it's like a smaller version of the large compassion. You're putting your energy and consciousness arms around that other person and their experience and just allowing them to have it, creating the space for them to have it and witnessing it. And that is a magnificent thing to do. Now, we would caution against trying too hard to define compassion and be the compassion. Compassion is a state of being. It is an energy. And we would prefer that you would just be that state, express that state, instead of trying to understand it. Because as we have said many times, understanding is the realm of the mind. And the mind is fickle. And the mind is going to say one thing one moment and another thing the next moment. And you're not going to be steady and certain in your experience if you give it over to the mind. So let the mind do what it's going to do. And you stand in the knowing of your experience of compassion. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay.
Very much.
Good. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Shaku, and also thank you, the collective. And can we talk now about the program you're offering? And I will put the link on the chat boxes on Zoom and also YouTube. And also you can visit the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Amy, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Amy, AMY. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, and later on the replay page, and also the link on YouTube video description. So collective, I would love if you can tell our audience about this program.
Okay, that is a wonderful thing to do. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, we have created with Amy, and we want to add that what you're experiencing here has come through us. Amy has brought this information, well, information is the wrong thing, these experiences and this energy through us into the form that you are able to experience here. And we have put this program together, all these things here, to support you as this magnificent creator, knowing yourself as this overarching source energy, knowing yourself as the one consciousness, experiencing yourself as the expression of that, and experiencing yourself creating within that knowing, with the energy, with the beliefs, with the agreements. So the first program in here is called Accessing the Unlimited Source Vibration During Times of Chaos and Great Change. We have our frog visiting, so excuse us. The reason why this is so important is because when there is a chaotic energy around, when there is what you perceive of as upsetting energy, you disconnect. The tendency is for the mind to take over and the mind to disconnect you from the knowing that you are all of it. And it's in moments like this that it is very important to stay within that source vibration, to stay within the vibration and knowing that you are everything, that you are it, all of it. So that's why this is a magnificent and empowering program. Because not only are you receiving experiential wisdom, we could call it, if we want to call it anything, you are also experiencing the energy of it. So in everything that we do, we make sure that it is an experience for you. And we usually have a guided meditative journey with whatever to make it real for you. Because in this guided meditative journey, it is the experience that allows you to make it real or realize it. We can tell you things, we can say things, you can see things, but it's not until you experience something that you know with every fiber of your expression, your expressed being, that it is so. And so that's why we always emphasize making it real. And that's what happens here, and it is a wonderfully empowering program. So we invite you to read more about it on the offer page. And we have touched the screen, and things have gotten very large. Okay. we enjoy these computers that you have. They're very entertaining. Okay, so the next thing that we have here, because this is what you call the month of solstice, okay, you have named this thing a month, and you have you named things solstice. So within this month of solstice, there is a lot of power around solstice and around these solstice portals. You have the portal of 1212, and you have the portal of 1221, which is its mirror portal. And we have noticed that humans like to use repeating energies to allow them to access portals and to experience portals. We want to interject this here, that portals exist and can be experienced by you no matter when, anytime. They're always present. They move, but they're always around you. They're always present. We have talked about portals before, and we have shown you how you could know a portal is there and use that particular portal. So because this is solstice month, we are giving you two very delicious, guided, multidimensional meditative journeys. These are meditations that are of light. They are powerful, they're very experiential, and you get to experience yourself as this magnificent divine creator. You get to step into your creative power and create. The meditation guides you right through doing it. So if you are looking for the experience of creating and knowing you are doing it, this solstice meditation and the other solstice meditation will allow you to do that. And this allows you to also experience yourself as the one consciousness, unlimited power, and it's just magnificent. The first one is called the Solstice Sun Guided Multidimensional Divine Light Meditation. The second one is called the Solstice Solar Logos Divine Light Guided Meditation with the Collective. Now, we want to say that they have the similar name and that they reference solstice, but they are both completely different experiences. And we encourage you to experience both of them. They are wonderful, they are empowering, and you will feel amazing after experiencing them. And the thing that is so wonderful about them is you can experience them over and over. You can return back to them and experience them time and time again to re-expand yourself, to expand your experience, to get to know yourself again as this masterful creative force. So with all of our meditations and programs, we recommend that you use them over and over, not just once. We really don't expect you to use them just once. We expect you to return to them, because every time you do, you will receive something different, something new, something more expansive than the time before. They never stop working. They are conscious living programs and meditations, which means they're constantly expanding, and they will expand with you. So use them in that way. The next thing is something that we love to give people, and this is our instant joy process, because we have noticed that you humans get so hung up in things, emotional energy other than joy. It can be any emotional energy, but it's not joy. Joy is the highest vibration that there is. It is expansive. It is celebratory. It is the energy of creation, joy. So we want you to be experiencing this joy. We want you to be holding this joy. And this wonderful little guided meditation or process that we created, short, it's only maybe about 9 minutes to do the whole thing, and you are immersed in it, and you are immersed in this joy, and the joy is bursting forth from within you. And we want you to do this as often as possible. And what's fun about this is once you do it a couple of times, and if you're paying attention, you will learn it. You will be able to do this little process anywhere, anytime. You can always refresh yourself by going back and letting us guide you through it. But that power that you have of stepping instantly into joy and allowing that joy to burst forth from within you is so magnificent. And the thing that's so powerful about joy is when you're bursting forth with joy, within this joy energy, it's contagious. Your energy is going out and wrapping around every other being around you. And you will notice that others get uplifted and others connect with their joy also. So that's quite a gift that you have to bring to the world, not just to yourself, but to every, oh dear, it went big again. Oh dear. Maybe we shouldn't touch it that way. Okay, so, all right. The next thing that we have here are these wonderfully delicious sequenced frequency living energy MP3s. These are living energy MP3s of frequencies that are sequenced in a particular way and then activated with light-encoded divine crystalline activations. And we like to say that they are the feel-good, easy way to make changes for your best life. Now, there are many different ones on here. We have a new one for 2024, which is an all-in-one powerful sequenced frequency and living energy infusion with a light-encoded crystalline activation. And it activates your most powerful creator self, plus wealthy, healthy, abundant you in this so-called year 2024. So it's if you're going to do one every day and listen to one and receive the energy of one, we encourage you to do that one. The other ones are more specialized. There's one to activate your special superpower. Every aspect of Source that is created, that would be you, an individuated aspect of Source, has a particular superpower. You want to activate that. You want to know what it is, and you want that actively working in every moment that you are experiencing. The next one is optimizing all of your relationships. The one after that is increasing your vibration to 5D and beyond. Is there one after that? No, that's the last one. So all of these work a little differently. There are different energy, different sequence frequencies, and then they are all activated. They're short. You can do them anytime. We think the longest one is about maybe 9 or 10 minutes. Some are as short as 7 minutes. And you just relax, listen to them, receive the energy. The energy transmissions are silent. The activations are silent. And we put you in a very deeply relaxed, altered state so that you're wide open to receive this energy. And then we activate it within you. So that is a delicious gift. And we want you to take advantage of that and to use these as often as you can. Okay. Now, also, we want to just mention that what's so valuable about these frequencies, these sequence frequencies with the activation, is they are totally beyond the mind. They're completely experiential. They alter the energy that you are holding in a very powerful way, and the mind is just to the side. That's why we put you into an altered state, so that the mind is not there judging and interfering. All right, the next thing we have is a couple of bonuses, and this is a monthly thing. It's a super powerful 5D through 11D multidimensional money, Reiki, and transformation session. It's called an MMRT, and the December one is really, really cool. It is a year-end release and New Year alignment, MMRT, with solstice light upgrades. Because this is the month of solstice, there is particular energy coming through. And Amy, who does this session with the light beings, will transmit these upgrades to you in a way that is resonant with your vibration. She calls them human compatible. And they are able to be absorbed and assimilated by you and work for you in a way that just receiving the energy at the time of solstice does not do. So the year-end release and New Year alignment is so important because throughout your journey in 2023, you have accumulated a lot of energy, and you have picked up energetic opinions, energetic patterns, and all of these things. And what you want to do is you want to let those go. You want to assimilate and receive all you can from everything that you have picked up during your traveling through 2023. And then you want to release 2023's energy with appreciation, gratitude, love, and grace. And that's what this MMRT does. It supports you in doing this. It actually guides your energy to do this. And then you are aligned with the incoming energy of this new year. And that is also a very powerful thing. So you feel refreshed, you feel renewed, and you feel totally ready to proceed into this new year. And the timing couldn't be better because the MMRT is on the 29th, right before the new year starts and the current one ends. And before that is a December booster that Amy calls Clear the Year, and it also has solstice upgrades within it. And the Clear the Year is preparing your energy to clear the year and release everything. So it's getting you ready. And that is next week. We think it is it's on the 22nd, and we believe that is next Friday in your calendar. And then it will be the MMRT is the 29th, which is 7 days after the what is called as a booster. Now, the booster is a bonus. It is a bonus session that you receive with the MMRT. The December MMRT comes along with the New Year booster, which is in mid-January. So that is going to boost the energy of 2024 for you. And so we invite you to read all about this. There's lots of information on the offer page about this amazing MMRT session, and we invite you to go to the page and to read that. Also, when you go, boy, our frog is active. And when you go to the page, you are going to experience the wonderful energy that flows on this page. And we want you to immerse yourself in that energy and just allow it to nourish you. So that is another good reason to go there and to read on the page. The next bonus that you receive is a month, 30 days of 24 hours every day, the crystalline rainbow starlight frequencies. These are the same energies that are being flowed to you right now in this call. And they are yours, flowing to you for a whole month. They also flow to all of your pets and animals. Animals are so easy to receive energy. So they automatically will receive the energy with you. And this energy also clears your environment and your space of any discordant energies or any energies that are unsupportive. So these energies are beautiful, they're uplifting, they're high frequency, light encoded energy. They activate and raise your vibration to the degree that you are able to allow. And the more that you experience them, the more you're able to allow yourself to have your vibration raised. So again, there's a lot on the page about them, and you'll be able to feel the energy of them even more as you read it. So we encourage you to go to this offer page and to read this and experience it. Now, everything, excuse us, that we have talked about is what is called Package A. And this Package A includes all of these things. Now, there is another package called Package B. And Package B contains everything that we just talked about that is in Package A. And it includes a special 30-minute personal energy surgery and frequency sequencing session with Amy. And this is with Amy and the light beings. She works with 4 light beings helpers to do this. And it is done as an energy surgery. Your etheric energy body is brought into a special etheric chamber where Amy and the light beings perform this energetic surgery on you. And it is wonderful. It works on a very deep level, and it's a deep clearing, releasing, energy upgrade, energy transforming, chakra tuning, and it's a balancing and reset of all of your energy. It is a full body and personal energy field upgrade. And if necessary, can even totally replace your energy body. So we encourage you to go to the page again and to read about that, and we went dig again. We do not know why it does that. It must be our power. What can we say? And when you read this, you will have a really good sense of what happens in these sessions and feel it. So that added session, which usually is longer than 30 minutes from our observation, they're usually about 40 minutes, is part of the offer as Package B. So that is our special offer and Amy's special offer, and we do invite you to the page to immerse yourself in the delicious energies and experience them. So we are complete.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, the collective. And yeah, so everyone, I really recommend to work with the collective and Amy through Package A or Package B. And again, the link is on the chat boxes on Zoom and also YouTube. Or you can visit the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Amy, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Amy, AMY. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, and also the link on YouTube video description. And Yeah, so the collective, can you guide us on the meditative journey?
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
Okay. So to embark upon this meditative journey, we want you to get in a comfortable position. So that means you can either be sitting or lying down, but we want you to place your body in such a way where you feel no tension in your muscles and your joints. So we want you to support your body. So find a comfortable position. Find something comfortable to sit or lie on. We'll give you a moment. And just get your body stretched out in that comfortable position. If you're sitting, we'd like both of your legs uncrossed and your feet on the floor. And your arms uncrossed also. If you are lying, we want you to be lying in a position where nothing is crossed over. And so that means the best position would be to lie on your back with your arms out by your side and your legs straight out. We want the energy to be able to flow through your body unimpeded. When you cross things, that blocks energy in that particular location. Okay, so we're going to begin by relaxing you and bringing you into an altered state. So we want you to focus on your crown chakra. And we want you to allow this beautiful, magnificent, divine crystalline light to flow in through your crown. Nice and slowly, and let it flow down, down, through your head, down your neck, through your chest and abdomen, all the way down to your lower abdominal area, where it's going to swirl slowly in a beautiful vortex of light. This is a beautiful, slow, slow swirling vortex of light. And now when you're ready, we want you to exhale up through this front channel that exists energetically and out your mouth, but you leave all of the light in your body. And we're going to breathe in again through your crown, all of this divine white crystalline light. Allow it to flow down, all the way down through your body, relaxing you as it flows to the lower abdominal area, where it's going to swirl very gently in this vortex of light, just filling you with this light, swirling ever so gently. And again, when you're ready to exhale, you bring the energy up the front channel and exhale through the mouth, leaving all of the light in your body. We're going to breathe in again through your crown, allowing this magnificent divine crystalline light to flow down, 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 relaxing you even more, all the way down to the lower abdominal area, where it's going to add more light to swirl slowly in this magnificent vortex of light. And when you're ready again, bring your breath up, exhale through the mouth, leaving all of the light in your body. We want you to bring your awareness back to the beautiful vortex of light in your lower abdominal area. And we want you to allow the light to overflow the vortex and flow down, all the way down your legs, into your feet, filling every part of your legs and your feet and muscles with this divine crystalline light, relaxing every aspect of your legs. We want you to allow this light to flow up out of the vortex into every organ within your abdominal area, relaxing every organ within your abdomen and your chest, and up your neck into your head, and out down your shoulders and down your arms, relaxing everything deeply, just so relaxed. And you feel so beautiful, and you feel floaty and light-filled and relaxed. Everything is relaxed. Now we want you to bring your awareness to your energy field that is spread out, coming from your solar plexus outward, and it moves outward. Oh, we will say 1 meter around your body. this energy field. And it's an energy field of this divine crystalline light emanating from you. And as you look at it, you notice it is expanding. It is not stationary. It is continually expanding. So you allow your awareness to expand with this field. And as it expands, you become aware of more and more within your energy field. And the energy field becomes large, and it overtakes the area that you are living in. It overtakes the town. It overtakes the country. It overtakes what you call the earth. And it is way beyond everything. And it is very, very large. And this energy field keeps expanding, and it becomes larger than this realm. And you see and experience other realms and other what you call planets within your energy field. You can see them. You can feel them. You can know them. They're all existing within your expanding, brilliant, crystalline light energy field. And as you feel your energy expanding, you feel this immense joy filling you. And it just fills every fiber of you. Every vibration is joyful. And it ripples through your entire energy field, which continues to expand. And it's getting larger and larger. And this energy field continues to grow. And more is experienced within your energy field. You're becoming more and more aware of more. And many, many different expressions of this energy are present now within your energy field. And you are enjoying all of them. You experience all of them with this immense joy and appreciation. And you feel so delicious and empowered and magnificent. And you just appreciate all of these wonderful creations and experiences. And you decide that you want to experience another one. So this is fun. Here you are, big, expanding, divine energy, and you're filled with this joy, and the joy is just bursting from every aspect of your light, and you decide that you're going to add to the joy, and you want another experience to enjoy. So you focus your attention, you focus on what you like to experience, but you don't want to define it too much because you want to allow the experience to be able to define itself and have creative flexibility. So you focus on this creation of joy. You focus on joy. You focus on creating more joy. And as you focus on this, you can see the joy coming together in a way that it seems to hold together to form what you could interpret as a collection of new experiences. And you see it, you appreciate it, and you are filled with so much joy at seeing this new world or realm being created. It is a realm made of joy. It is a realm in which more joy can be created and experienced. It's a realm through which you will be nourished and fed more joy continually, like all the other realms that you have created. And you look at it, and you beam with joy, and you are so excited to experience everything that comes from it. And now you let it be and you let it go. Blossom and create the joy it's going to create and all the experiences that are going to be generated from it. And you continue on with your expansive journey of light. And you become larger and larger and larger. And you are nourished and fed by all of the energy and all of the joy that you are receiving from all of the creations. All of the creations that you have made, all of the creations created by the creations that you have made, all aspects of you, and you are thrilled. You couldn't be happier. There is so much adventure and so much joy and so much to experience. It is just so filling, and you just love it. You appreciate all of it, and you beam back so much love and appreciation to everything, everyone, every creation, everywhere, in every moment. Every creation that's ever been created, will be created, and that is created. You beam yourself to them all. We want you to experience this feeling of immense joy, this immense, satisfying joy that is nourishing and feeding you, the receiving of so much powerful energy that is nourishing you, that is thrilling you and overjoying you. We want you to allow yourself to experience it. So just breathe it in. Breathe it in for a moment. Just take it all in. Allow it to cause you to vibrate with this immense joy. Don't try to figure out anything about it. Just receive it. It is all your creation. It is all you, aspects of you. Allow that smile, big, humongous smile, to be on your physical face, and every other physical aspect you have expressed yourself into, that face too, as you feel it and enjoy. Good. Now we're going to bring you back to the individuated aspects that you are choosing to experience now. So allow your energy filled with this joy to flow back to your physical form. See your physical form, your expressed physical form, and allow your big, humongous joy and energy to flow right back to it. You can admire it, appreciate it, flow around it, beam the joy to it and into it, and appreciate the magnificence of your creation. Now we want you to flow your consciousness and your joy right back in through your solar plexus into your body form, filling up your body form with this magnificent, unlimited energy, unlimited expansiveness, filling every corner of your body form, informing every cell within your body form with this magnificent, unlimited power, unlimited joy, and just experience it. Allow yourself to feel it. It permeates every space within your physical form, or your so-called physical form. Just feel what that feels like. Feel the power of that. Now we're going to bring you back to the awareness of your existence within this physically manifested, created realm, so that you can continue on with your experiential journey, appreciating and enjoying every aspect of it. We want you to feel that energy within your physical form and become aware of your physical form. Just feel that physical form. And we are going to count you up from 1 to 7. When we reach 7, you will return to your normal awareness, your normal state of consciousness, where you can see, appreciate, and experience this created realm that you are existing in, that you created. We will start with 1, 2. We want you to become more aware of the surface that your physical body is sitting or lying on, and you can feel the pressure in your body where it meets the surface. 3, you can sense all of the organs and the energy flowing within your physical form. Everything is working in perfect harmony, as it should, and the energy is flowing throughout. 4, 5, you become aware of your physical form existing within the manifested reality of this world around you. You feel connected to this earth, this manifested earth, through energy and magnetism, and you allow yourself to connect and feel the love of this earth, this created being that you call earth, the earth realm, and you allow yourself to receive the joy of the earth and the joy and love from the heart of the earth. 6, you are now really grounded within your body, grounded upon and within the earth energy. And we're going to take you to 7, where you are back in your full normal consciousness, and you can open your eyes, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and look around and see, does this space look different to you? Is there more light? Does it look more magical? Do you see more energy moving? What do you see? Allow yourself to experience it with new eyes, the eyes of a newborn, and take it all in and enjoy it like you've never enjoyed it before. Welcome back.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, the collective, for the beautiful
We hope
meditation.
you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We would love when you come back and you are able to move again within your body. If you want to let us know how that was for you, we would love to know.
Yeah, please, everyone, you can type your experience, your feedback on the chat box, both on Zoom and YouTube. And yeah, it's like for me, it feels like a reminder to return like within. It's like the origin of creation is within. Because many times it can experience some confusion in the outer world, but when we come back within, we realize like our true power, and it's there when our own creation starts. So that's what I felt. And
Yes. That's a beautiful, beautiful interpretation, yes.
And Shaku,
We
she
hope
wrote
that you felt
peaceful.
joy, too.
Yeah.
Did you feel that immense joy, Moncef?
Yeah, it's more like for me grounded, like I don't know, maybe because it's late at night. This is why. But it's more like more grounded than excitement for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, joy can be grounding. Joy doesn't
Okay.
have to be an excited feeling. It's just an inner feeling. It's a vibration. It's an expansive vibration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beautiful vibration.
Beautiful. And
Do we
yeah,
have
so
any
when
experience with one?
no I don't know if you heard Shaku, she wrote peaceful with a heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. So
Well,
yeah, if we receive feedback later, I can read it, or after the call, I can share it with Amy.
yes,
Oh yeah,
that would be
thank you.
wonderful.
Mhm.
That would be wonderful. we think what we feel is everyone is enjoying the experience that they are feeling. They're enjoying this joyful energy and joyful expansion. And we encourage everyone to stay with that as long as they can and just enjoy it. Just be with it, enjoy it. And if you have a big smile on your face, enjoy that too. Just enjoy the expression and expansion of this amazing, joyful energy.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much, the collective. Very grateful to you for the journey, for the information and the guidance you gave us earlier on the call. It was very inspiring and also empowering. So yeah,
You're welcome.
very grateful to you.
We will allow Amy to come back. Well,
Yes.
she will come. Actually, she's quite happy where she is. But we will bring her back so that she can speak to you and say goodbye and thank everybody. Oh, hold on while we do that. We have enjoyed our time with you immensely. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay.
Welcome
They're right.
back.
I would have stayed there. I was very happy and content, and they made me come back. Okay, well, I'm here, and I want to thank you for having us, Monsef. I really appreciate it. The collective, as always, have loved being with you and being with everybody. And thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you for creating this wonderful space in which we can together be and express ourselves.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Thank you to you,
sending
Amy.
love to everyone.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Amy. And
You're
yeah,
welcome.
the college was very empowering. So thank you for you and the collective for everything you do and share here. And yeah, so also everyone, thank you so much for being here, for co-creating with us today this call. And sharing with us your beautiful energies. Thank you for those who asked the questions and feedback. And again, you can sign up for one of the two packages that Amy put together for us on the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Amy, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Amy, AMY. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, and also on the link is on YouTube video description, and also on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And yeah, so with that, everyone, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.